Hiya, folks. Sorry to stop it at such a crazy part of the song, but welcome, welcome. Hope you're all doing fairly well today. Doing my first Lantern Rite. Again, I don't know anything about it really other than what you guys have kind of told me over time and what I've reacted to, but I gotta switch the audio to another language. I could definitely do that. Let's see here. How do you change it to English? Oh, language, yeah. Voiceover language, Japanese. Oh, I have to download it. Hmm. I mean, maybe I'll just read it instead of having to make us wait. I mean, yeah, I know it's a pain, but at the same time, having to wait for it to download might take a little while. I should have done it earlier, but yeah. But yeah, welcome Ebby, welcome Quantum Magus. Good to see you. Don't forget to grab all your codes from the latest special showcase or whatever, because there's a ton. Get some free Prima Gems. Made sure to grab those. Alright. Oh, of course, I spawned right beside enemies. At least we get to hear this song. It's a pretty good song. Just get out of danger for a second. I mean, I guess I could teleport wherever. Doesn't really matter. Grab this too. Alright. So I'm guessing it's Springtime Charms would be the quest. I have to grab this too. The daily stuff. Ah, yeah. I'm not sure if I'll probably will roll for Olekino. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I definitely need to test him out eventually. AR is higher than yours. I mean, I have played for a while. I've got a bunch of streams on my YouTube channel and stuff like that. This is my 20th, so I've been going for a bit. But yeah, there's still a lot more to be done, though. I feel like I've still barely scratched the surface of Genshin overall. It's such a huge game. Let's see here. Guessing it's a new quest. Or is it just through the, through here? Oh, wrong one. It's been a minute since I've played. Springtime Charms. Okay, here it is. Leeway celebrates the 8 adepts face a hidden calamity. Okay. Cool. Let's head over there. Alright. Again, I don't really know what to expect, but that was cool. They changed the environment as well. Maybe take a look around Leeway a bit first. That's really cool that they changed things up. That sculpture is beautiful, too. Wow. You can see the lanterns in the sky, too. This is really cinematic. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Arlecchino as a fighter. Like, she seems incredible. Or father, whatever. But, yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't think I have a ton of fates, so I'll only be able to do maybe a 10 roll today. We'll see. Let's see what I can get. Yeah, I have 9, so I'm 1 away. I could definitely do a roll at some point. I'm sure I'll get one. I'll have to get one more fate at least today. Let's see here. Oh, wrong one again. Again, it's been a few days since I played. Okay, yeah, so Arlecchino. There's also the Chronicled Wish as well, which I could go for. But, yeah, you guys have mentioned a lot that Arlecchino is a really, really solid fighter. Carves through mobs like a whirlwind. Because of one of her abilities, she rushes enemies while attacking. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I just got New Valette from one of the last banners that was going, so I'm doing alright for kind of OP characters, although, again, I would not mind getting Arlecchino as well. I mean, I'll try. I'm not gonna grind crazy to try and get her if I don't get her, but I'll still put in the attempt at least. So, is it over here or is it up? It's probably up above.
I'm exhausted.
Time to act.
Yeah, here it is. Cool. I think I've heard some music from Lantern Rite, but I've never done anything other than that, so this should be cool. Hu Tao. I don't think I've met her in the actual main game yet at all. But I've done her reactions to her stuff, though.
Look, it's Hu Tao! She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi? Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
Arlecchino is probably third best DPS. Oh yeah, that's cool.
What the? Oh, Xiangling! I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite! Hope I didn't scare ya.
Well, there are some English voices. So, I mean, again, I don't really mind if I have to read out some if there's just not the English voices, because it's a pain, but at the same time, again, having to translate the Japanese. Well, not translate, but having to download the whole the language pack might be a pain.
Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now, or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
Director? What do you mean by that?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on. Ooh, what kind of outfit is it? A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite.
Cool.
But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space.
Doctor Who. I was actually just watching Doctor Who before this. I love Doctor Who. I just started getting back into it.
I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon.
Ah, she's the director of the funeral parlor. Interesting. I didn't know that. I actually started at the beginning of Doctor Who. It's like in the 60s. I didn't watch every single episode. I just watched it's like lower important ones and stuff. I'm currently on season 5 with Matt Smith as the Doctor, the 11th Doctor.
Hyman was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
Also, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so if my responses sometimes don't make sense, it's because I'm responding to chatter on one or the other. Hey, welcome, JSO. Good to see you. We just started, so you didn't miss anything. But you've never seen Hu Tao like this. What could it possibly be? Yeah, there was definitely a lot of missing episodes. Like, in the first 6 seasons, like, there's no complete full season. But after that, I watched a decent amount, and it's cool to see, like, get a picture of each individual Doctor, because they're all good in their own way. But yeah, it was fantastic. Just then, you feel something cold against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Hey, welcome, Meimake. I recognize those dulcet tones anyway, Zhongli. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's Hu Tao, of course. I was just kidding. Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. So our consultant is the one you miss most? You're breaking my heart, Grim. Wow, that is a very different outfit for Hu Tao. It's insane.
Wow, Hu Tao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Yeah, it's crazy how far Doctor Who came. I mean, in the beginning it was definitely very, very hokey, and they didn't have the technology and stuff, so, but again, they did a fantastic job with it. Just finished watching an air show with the comfort of my own home. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, the power of technology. Anything is possible. All thanks to Zhang Ling. Apparently, it was custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope I didn't put you out too much.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off. So it was no trouble at all.
It's almost like an entirely different character because Hu Tao is always so, like, spooky looking and, like, all the the sigils she wears and things like that. Like, it's interesting because this is just like, I don't know, modern California Hu Tao. I don't know. Well, that's good. Thanks again, Zhongling. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
So, Hu Tao, what's been bothering you? Huh? Why did you ask that? Is it my tone of voice? Not as sweet and melodious as you're used to?
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hu Tao.
I
But
can't hear
we're
it.
your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
Oh, they just happen to fly over your house? That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess Australia, you probably don't have that very often either. Yeah, that's true, Quantum. I mean, I do use both. It's up to you. It's the same name on YouTube, Grim Goodnight, if you'd rather watch this one. But yeah, Tourist Hu Tao, pretty much. All right. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just, I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Ironic line. Hey, welcome, Catster. Uh-huh. So you see, it's a part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's Lantern Rite. I don't want you worrying about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. Yeah, what kind of work-related duties would Hu Tao as a director have? The Japanese VA for Hu Tao is actually Takahashi Rei, the one who's voicing Amelia in ReZero. Oh, interesting. And Megamin Konosuba. Wow. I haven't actually listened to the Japanese, I haven't listened to those subbed, but I have watched both series, and they're both fantastic. That's interesting, though. So relax. Everything will be A-okay, because Director Hu will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall.
Huh? You think Kuchin would be able to help?
She can at least teach Hu Tao about work-life balance. That is important.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season.
Meanwhile,
I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do.
I've been working like all day, so I mean, yeah, it's not that big deal. But work-life balance. Hey, welcome to YouTube, Quantum.
Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I didn't get bombarded with ads. That's always a pain, especially for Twitch. Like, I only just started streaming on Twitch. I've done content on YouTube for a little while now, like 6 months. But, yeah. Twitch, that's part of the reason I never really got into Twitch as much, because there's just so many ads, and they're just so annoying sometimes. At least YouTube, you can usually skip them. But I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? You guys go on ahead, and I'll meet you at the fair when I'm done. Sound good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at Wanmin Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Hey, free food. I mean, she's a chef, but yeah, I never noticed the twin tails, too. Don't see him as well from the front, but yeah. Really interesting design choice. Again, it's just so different from a normal one. That's honestly what I think there should be for outfits a lot of the time, especially in a game like this. Not that I would necessarily spend money on them because I'm free to play mostly, but like, if you're going to make a skin for a character, they should be completely different skins, not just like a slight variation on an existing piece of clothing or whatever, because that's just always kind of lazy. But hey, welcome, Hench. Count me in. I could never turn down Zhongling's cooking.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well, Hu Tao. Don't worry about me. Get yourselves to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. I wonder how long this quest will be. Again, I've never done this before, so... There's also mini-games, I think, maybe, or something? I guess we'll find out. I'll also do a little bit more of the rhythm game, because I do enjoy that, too. I can talk to some people. Hi, you looking for me? Who are you? I'm Yu Zhu. Chu? I don't know. You probably know my little sister, Yu Jian? No. The house so empty these days, I'm worried usually. I don't think this has anything to do with the Lantern Rite. Yeah. Just normal NPCs. Where's... Okay, this isn't the street fair. That's why. Free to play for more than 4 years. That's dedication. I mean, the game is great enough. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's released in stages. Okay. I mean, whatever. I still have plenty to do in Inazuma anyways. But, still get to see it. This is the custom gift envelope stall. You can pick your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madame Lan Yan, please take a look. Oh yeah, she's the new character, isn't she?
I take it these coins go inside the envelope?
Oh, cool.
They look a little different from regular Mora.
I haven't done a reaction to her her videos yet. Or her trailer, I think. I think it's very short, though. That's right. These are special edition fortune coins issued by the coinage office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Guyan sigils that represent different blessings. Take this one, for example. This design is...
Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity.
It's interesting how they got different voice actors, like, because obviously they got a lot of the staple ones, the more popular known characters, and then they also got hers. Like, I would assume, like, characters that, well, again, I don't know exactly what's, like, leading this strike still going, whatever. I haven't really looked into it, so, I don't know.
Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhong.
Oh, it's a good Lantern Rite for newer players. Don't think there's any story spoilers so far this year. It's good to know. I mean, I'm not surprised they have story spoilers in any of them, but yeah. None taken, Madame Lan. Really, it's my honor to meet a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chen Yu Vale, and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts. Okay, I still need to go back and do Chen Yu Vale. I only really, like, dipped my toes in there and, like, explored a little bit, but...
You flatter me, Lady Yuhong. My family are but distant relatives. We would
so much to
hardly
do.
consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge of the Guyan sigils is very impressive, a rare find in the Liyue harbor of today. True heir or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in this area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhong.
Oh, I see. They sometimes bring in characters that assume you've already done it before, pretty much. Strike's pretty much over. Interesting. So, I mean, it is good to hear. Hopefully they got some kind of progress on what they were asking for, because, I mean, voice actors do a lot, and I feel like they don't get enough recognition unless you're, like, the biggest of the big, like your Troy Bakers, your Matt Mercers, and stuff like that. But all voice actors deserve, like, to be paid for their work and stuff like that, not have AI come in and take over and stuff like that. You get a cash shop item for free with Google Play tokens. I mean, as long as you're not actually paying money for it, then yeah, I don't think it breaks the streak.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
It's like back in the day I used to do like those like every once in a while I would do what's it called, like surveys and stuff like that, and doing surveys you get like a credit, and then you get the credit and put it into like a Steam card or something like that. So eventually like making money from just doing the average or the odd survey like every couple days or something like that, or a couple times a week, and like builds up. Like, so if I had technically done that and got like Genshin points or whatever, like, and then pay that, like I would still consider myself free to play, because you're not actually spending any actual money, although technically, I don't know. It's like in-game credit that you've worked, I don't know. Gray areas. Ah, Grim and Paimon, and Zhongling too. I was just thinking about you this morning. Wonder if I'd get to see you during the festival. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has had so much to do with this Lantern Rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lan Yan, a master craftsman from the Chenyu Vale Artisans Association. Ah, actually got an introduction. Did they create her just for the Lantern Rite? I wonder. I mean, she is a new character from this area, so it would make sense. She kindly agreed to help with the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you'll get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madame Lan.
Cool. Madame Lan, allow me to introduce...
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Yeah, like Google Play surveys. There's other like companies too. Like this was like years ago, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like of all the different bundles that they offer you, the Welkin Moon is probably one of the better ones. Like that, or like the season pass. If you really wanted to spend money on or get extra stuff in the game, those are probably the ones to go for. I wouldn't like the prices, like you're saying, for that top up bundle is just like $90, $100. Like it's crazy how much you need. Like yeah, it's one thing to spend like $5, $6, $7 or something like that on a Welkin Moon or whatever. Like that's I don't see anything wrong with that. Although again, personally, I just can't bring myself to. But maybe, who knows? It seems like you're getting carried away again, Madame Lan.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
I mean, I'd say Xiangling's probably one of the most popular ones of the 3 of us. Like, yeah, we are heroes, technically. We've saved Liyue and stuff like that, but, yeah, I don't know. Last year, Hoyo released 2 characters during Lantern Rite. Oh, interesting. Gaming and Jin Yun. That's cool.
Oh, I beg to differ. The
Zhang
first
Yun.
meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Yeah, it's like, could you imagine anyone who's excited to play or to meet, what's her name, Paimon? Like, it's like, oh, you're the famous Paimon. Like, I don't know. Most of the time we meet people, they're like, what's this floating creature that's with you? Welcome Moon's best value, considered Battle Pass to be a sub-game. Interesting. Yeah, see, I'm the same. When I played Final Fantasy XIV, which I did for like 9 months, and I'll probably go back to it again, but I paid for that. That was one of the few games that I'll actually do that for. But there's enough stuff in that game that I don't mind. Like, there's so much to do in Final Fantasy XIV. Any MMO, any paid MMO, really, that's that level. You won a Welkin Moon, JSO. That's awesome. Welcome, Madame Lan. Nice to meet a master craftswoman.
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
Hey, Douglas. I hope you're doing well, too. Yeah, emergency food. And no worries, Douglas. I mean, I don't want to spoil anyone, so that's fair. Oh, finally got Father's Scythe. Congrats. Yeah, 3-star weapon on, or like, you know, that seems wrong. I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'd all like to see it. Why don't you come with me? I'll show you. Okay. Where are we going now? No, yeah. Sweet. What do we got now? We get to see what she actually crafts. Here it is. This is a game for the street fair where you duel with rattan figures. It's called Immortal Combat. Of course it is. This makes me think of cow and chicken. It's like Immortal Wombat. Their Mortal Kombat parody. There are 8 rattan figures in total, and thanks to some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspiration from the legend of the 8 Adepts. Astonishing, isn't it? Oh, interesting. You won the Welkin on Hoyle Lab. I didn't even know that was possible.
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
That's a good question. I just assumed they were Adepti. They're not actually Adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have had Adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 Adepts. Interesting.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
Oh, nice. You got Raiden's signature weapon. Yeah, third rerun, that takes a while. They were only around for a short time, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those of the actual Adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Min Jiao lantern when you arrived in the harbor? Is it that sculpture?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I always love the, like, swirling, like, yellows, oranges, and reds of that kind of thing. There's a 3-star that's awesome, I like, but you can't always R5 it. No, yeah, RNG is always a pain. I mean, I don't know that I'll actually get to the point where I'll R5 anything, just because how much RNG is attached to it. Like, I'm more casual, I guess, in this regard, and I also stream every time I play the game, so yeah, the grind to try and get like a 5-star weapon would be crazy. Although I guess 3 stars not as crazy and a little more manageable maybe, but still. Yes, it's said that during the Archon War period, there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit, a tree who was also a god, named Tao Du.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du. So Tao Du is the giant tree?
Tao Du you do. That was dumb. Really need to start fishing. I haven't done like any fishing. I did like the tutorial to unlock fishing, and that's about it. I don't mind it though, actually. It seems pretty decent, and generally in games I do enjoy fishing, but I don't know. We'll see. And this tree was also a god? Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Tao Du was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond the tree and into the afterlife. It's starting to become somewhat clear how Hu Tao might have something to do with this lantern rite if this is the case.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
It's a pain to fish, but so worth it. Isn't that always the case? Like, I mean, like Stardew Valley, I caught like all the fish. Like, there's plenty of games like that I just if there's a fishing mini game, a lot of the time I will try and do the end game fishing stuff if it's fun enough. Like if it's not, because some fishing is just tedious and boring. But if there's some kind of stuff like that, then yeah. You have to turn off dialogue when fishing because Paimon quickly starts to become painful. Yeah, I would probably just mute the game, honestly, just have something going on the second screen, like watching some anime or Doctor Who or YouTube or something like that, and just fish. Oh, I think I missed that line. Even today in my hometown, people... Oh, no, I got that. Oh, no, I didn't. In my hometown, people still say, like, you'll never cross Mount Tao Du when you die. It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it. When the Archon War... Oh, yeah, she actually spoke that one out. When the Archon War arrived, Tu Dao was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred. Death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no! And then what?
Oh yeah, white tassel. I think I might actually have gotten at least one of those white tassels. But yeah. Anytime that a game repeats the same dialogue lines over and over again when you're doing like a task that just tedious, it becomes so annoying because I mean it just becomes too much. Like it's okay to hear it once or twice every once in a while, but when it's like every single time you do something, or like every 2 minutes or something like that, yeah, it can be a pain. No matter who the character is, it'll always just get a bit annoying.
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Du.
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon? Yeah, I've heard that too. Even the few times I've done that. Yeah, I'll definitely hold on to my white tassels. Exactly. After that, Tao Dou's remains sunk into the ley lines and became a border, separating the living of Li away from the dead.
Wait! The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
That's pretty crazy.
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
Yeah, I'd say pikes are like the one weapon type that I haven't really done anything with at all in this game yet. Like, the only character that I have that I've even somewhat built that uses a, like, spear or pike or something is Zhang Yun. Actually, that's like a staff, so I don't know. I mean, yeah. But I haven't really had a need for it just yet.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guiqiang one, a Lianshan one, and...
Right! The 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Tao Du.
Of course.
Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizhang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
I think you got the point. I mean, if I had a laugh trap, that's where I'd put the laugh trap. Like, yeah. Hey, welcome, Nopon. I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Qi-Min divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chen Yu Vale. His descendants became the Lanchan clan. The Lanchan. Yes. Okay. And kept the art of Qi-Min divination alive. Madame Lan, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim. Although my personal knowledge of Qi-Min divination is very patchy.
The second hermit's story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line. Hey, fishing, it hurt us. And became known to the people as the Yunlai Angler. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, which is the style I trained in. Both that style and its more recent variant have their origins in the Yunlai Angler's rod-wielding techniques.
Seriously?
Lanchan clan.
Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
That would be the Wu Wang Kid. Of course it would be. Also known as Old Man Wu Wang. What? It's like Wu Wang Kid or Old Man Wu Wang. I guess at one point he would be the Wu Wang Kid. The story goes that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Qishuang sigils, which he used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from the encroaching presence of death. Yunlan Chan Clan. Yunlan Clan Chan. Yeah, if they made fishing like ocean fishing in Final Fantasy XIV, yeah, I could see that. I mean, I mostly do ocean fishing and stuff like that just when I need, like, for those, the Moogle Trove events where you get, like, the Moogle points and stuff or whatever. Like, that's primarily why I learned fishing in 14 to begin with, just to continue to get those points. But it's still worth it. Yeah, Wu Wang from Yan Lan Chan Clan. That would be great. Or just ordinary people like you and me, but when faced with mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the border between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by their knowledge of a secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day, and that's why Hu Tao is busy.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals.
Heck yeah.
But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
Yeah, I don't think that I've met her in the main game yet at all.
I've never had the pleasure. But
Either.
I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Learn because it's fun. My main's a copter. Yeah, I'm actually an Omni crafter as well with mine. I got got it all done. It's definitely a grind. I don't know that I've gotten everyone to 100 yet since the DLC came out. I don't think so. I think I've only got a few to 100. But yeah, getting there.
Okay, well, these Great-songed hermits sound pretty legit. How about the 2 sages and the 3 beasts? What's their story?
I actually haven't played Final Fantasy XIV since I started my YouTube channel, pretty much since like August, I think. But before that, I played for like 9 months straight. First time I ever played an MMO, and I just got hooked. And then now I'm playing Genshin, which is like the format of an MMO and a third-person RPG. So. Wait, who was that? Oh, it's Paimon. Okay, good. One was Sage Hu, a master of gourd crafts. The other was Sage Jian, an expert in bronze mirrors. Very little information survives on these two. All we know is that they practice the secret art of Lianshan, earning them the title of the 2 sages of Lianshan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
A lot of the time, like, the main reason I got up to being a level 90s with all my crafters is because I just did the the military group quests, I think it's like not resupply, like requisitions, I think, where you're just like given items every day and you can get like a certain amount of experience for each character. Like I just did that for like every day for months and got everyone up to 90 for the most part. I did some grinding, but still. It is fun. Tried it slightly before my channel too. That's cool. As for the 3 beasts, their retreat was Mount Tao Dao, hence the 3 beasts of Tu Dao. As their title suggests, these 3 were not human.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
Oh damn, you've been playing since 2016? Yeah, like I said, I only just played it for the first time, like, what was it, like December of 2023? And I played from like December all the way till August, like pretty much non-stop. And then I started my YouTube channel, and now I've been playing Genshin. Yeah, there's always something.
Huh?
They were Ganyu? Hey, have fun, Maymako, or Maymaki. It's good to see you. Take it easy. Enjoy the Lantern Rite. And happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Okay, that's why. Happy Lantern Rite, Ganyu. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting something.
Of course not.
It's like all the Liyue Qixing or whatever are like the ones who don't have their voices. Everyone else does. What is it? Ning Mong's back? Yes. The others have arrived too. It was a huge surge because of the triple whammy. I think I actually started because a friend of mine was like, hey, let's play Final Fantasy XIV. He'd never played it before. I've never played it. They just wanted to play an MMO together. Both of my friends that I started with quit within like a week or two, and I just barreled through it. I mean, I've always loved Final Fantasy, so it's a great game. And I'd never really played an MMO before, so I had gotten it, and I was like, I'm going to make the most of my money, and I just kept playing because it was awesome. The story was fantastic. The music's great. Like, such a good game. My apologies, everyone, but I've got to go. Ganyu and I have some important work to attend to.
Aw, what? Not you too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
Great community, too. Final Fantasy XIV has a fantastic community. It's like so many chill, kind people for the most part. Like, normally in an MMO that size, you would expect some drama, especially if you're like doing a crazy dungeon. Like, I actually was doing some of the hardest, like, end game dungeons and stuff like that. Not the raids. And I'm not that masochistic, but I still do, like, enjoy that stuff. And yeah, there was very rarely just crazy levels of drama and stuff. Everyone, for the most part, stayed chill. But you know what it's like. The festival season is upon us, and so it seems all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine. Nothing to see here. You should just focus on enjoying everything that the street fair has to offer, and if you find something that's not your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye. 1 second, Ganyu. 1 second, Ganyu. What is it, Grim? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself. Exactly.
The traveler's being especially especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being. Well, what other option does he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Or can he? Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care, and I hope you'll do the same. Alright.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh yeah, everyone's going to the funeral party
Oh,
today.
are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
It's like, hey, would you like to have free food from me, the famous chef?
Perfect. Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor? Okay, let's go.
Okay. What's this? It's a cool animation. Damn. What is all this? It's like the entire thing? Check out suicide. Wow, there's a lot to this. These are sightseeing places. Gift envelope, okay. Ministry of Civil Affairs will place various festive toys throughout Liyue Harbor during the Lantern Rite. Visit these toy locations and increase your festive travel journal progress to redeem their corresponding rewards. In the Lamplit Entertainment menu, you can check on the location of each festive toy. Normal attacks, okay. Is it sightseeing? When the launch tubes, which have stopped rotating, point towards specific pictures, they can fire off the corresponding fireworks. Interesting. Okay, so I have to find these things myself. This is just like a guidebook kind of thing. Interesting. There's a lot. Immortal Combat. Launch tubes. Interesting. So I gotta just look around. Hi there, would you like to try your hand at Immortal Kombat? I mean, I kind of do. In Immortal Kombat, new blocks will... Oh, it's like a block matching game. In the mark zone on the top of the arena and drop down, you control the blocks. Blah, 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 blah. 4 rocks... Yeah. Block matching. After clearing blocks, your town figure will attack. Okay. I think there was a, like, combat game. I know one of the Mortal Kombats had a, like, block matching game that had combat as well, but... It's interesting. The blocks above the blocks that were cleared will drop... Yeah, I know how Tetris works. Different Raton figures have skills that can be tapped and unleashed. Oh, interesting. Tetris time. Blocks can be invested with different effects during the match to skill effects. Okay. I'll try at least one. Let's just start with the first one. Ooh. Friendly contest, sure. Yeah. I've never done it before, so I'm not gonna... make myself go crazy. I've never been the best at these types of games. I'm not terrible necessarily, but I'm not great either, so. Oh, interesting song. Interesting new song. It's like some kind of country, like... Ooh, nice combo. Ooh, she got an ability though. Ooh, damn, the song is actually pretty good. Damn. It's like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Hey, 3 combo, look at that. See, I'm usually good at clearing the board with with Tetris, but I'm never great at like planning out combos and stuff like that. But I'm still doing all right here. Sure. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Oh, damn, she's gonna hit me again. That actually kind of helped. There you go. The music can be heard in Chenyu Vale. Interesting. Like I said, I need to go back in Chenyu Vale and explore more. Because I unlocked it, but I didn't really do anything there. Like, I just got the checkpoints, pretty much. It seems like a cool area, with that, like, traversal mechanic it has. How dare you keep throwing individual rocks at me? Like, looking over her side, she's, like, just covered in rocks. Oh, you blocked out my greens. Damn you. Maybe I'll do a little bit of this. Oh, thought I'd get the other one too, but whatever. Good enough. Challenge completed. That's alright. I mean, it's Tetris pretty much, or any other those other kind of block matching games, but it's still pretty cool. Try and find some of those other points here. Fire some fireworks off or something. I think there was one around here somewhere. Oh, it's a launch tube. There it is. These are launch tubes? Okay, now I know what I'm looking for, I guess. I did not expect them to look like this, but I guess it makes sense. Oh, interesting. You have to do all the event stages to get your free character and skin. I didn't know that. What's this? Oh, it's just being able to see fireworks from a vantage point, I guess. Hey, there we go. Look at that. They got timing or what? I've seen enough. Yeah, I may end up doing some stuff off stream, depending on if it's like there's a ton to do. Like, I don't know. That's really cool, though. I like how they made, like, a custom UI and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photo master. No big deal. I play, Pokemon Snap. Oh, you were close.
What are all these Mora for? They're huge! And so shiny!
You can get away with skipping a couple stages, but I think it's most of them.
They're fortune coins. Go on. Give them a rub.
Yep.
It'll bring you good luck.
It's interesting just how many unique elements there are to this. Like, I realize it's like New Year's, it's supposed to be like a big thing, but like the custom UI, like even this, like the animation on this and stuff is like, it seems completely unique. I mean, unless there's something later in the game I haven't seen yet that has kind of mechanics like this that they've just taken it from. But it's just cool to see how far Genshin and Hoyoverse go with these things. It's always so impressive.
Body and mind.
Let's see what I can find here. Traveling merchant. Ivanovic. I believe this document should be in order. Oh, this is a mini quest or whatever. I don't need to do this right now. Orders are stored. The UA Chising are quite something. I mean, this is the first event that I've actually been able to participate in. All the rest are just like, I don't know, I've just missed them all. So, this is cool. Like, I've seen some of them in, like, the version trailers I've watched and stuff like that, but it's different when you're playing it yourself.
Time to act.
Oh, there's a bunch of characters around the city, too. That's cool.
Body and mind.
It's like the entire zone was, like, remade for this event, which is cool. Anything? Anything? Just wanted to make sure that those weren't what I was hitting before. I didn't think it was, but... I know there's the map too, but I feel like I should... Oh yeah. This is why you thought that there was people all around the city, wasn't it? Because you saw Mika here.
Interesting gadgets, all from my time.
Huh? This doesn't seem right either. These gift envelopes are really hard to make. Mika, are you making gift envelopes? Grim, what a coincidence. I was expecting to see you here. Are you here to celebrate Lantern Rite? Oh, no. I came to deliver a letter. It just so happened to be during Lantern Rite. Clee said she really wanted a Lantern Rite gift envelope, so I thought about buying one to take back. Imagine my surprise when I found out you have to make them yourself. I spent a long time trying to make one, but it still feels off for some reason. I can't tell where I went wrong. Grim, you know more about Leeway Customs than me. Could you give me some advice on how to improve it? Let me think for a second. Help your companion complete their gift envelopes. Once your gift envelope's been accepted, okay. Maybe orange and yellow theme would work well. Interesting. Be great if we had a bit of color. So I'd add something that's orange and something that's yellow, I'm assuming. Or is there a way to like make the whole thing orange and yellow? Oh, you have to put it in the individual places too. Damn. This type of thing has never been my strong suit. But I'll still do what I can. Oh, size, okay. Extract, copy, zoom, rotate. Okay, there's rotate. I don't know. I mean, there's yellow in that. Like it says, maybe an orange or yellow theme would work well. So I guess I just pick like 5 motifs then that are orange or yellow, maybe. As long as the majority of items are orange and yellow, probably. What if you can remove things? I definitely didn't mean to... Okay, I can. Did not mean to add either of those. That's definitely a leeway thing. I don't know that that is, but it's yellow, so... Sure. Look at my art. Absolutely terrible. There we go, that's 5 things. Orange and yellow. Mostly yellow, but... Whoa, it's beautiful! So well made! And you did it so fast. I know. I'm kind of an expert. You're amazing, Grim. Oh no, I should really get going. I need to report back to the Knights. Thank you for your help, Grim. I'm sure Clee will love the envelope. Of course she will, because she's a child, and it looks like it was made by a 5-year-old. Okay, so I have to wait till the next day to do the next one. Interesting, and it's probably for a different NPC too. That's cool. Honestly, I just kind of want to explore the environment. To see what we got here. See what's new. I know I can go to the funeral parlor, which I believe is over there. But it doesn't hurt to explore the new environment when there's new stuff.
New year always brings new perspectives.
Body and mind.
New year.
Are these lanterns?
Oh, yes, they are.
No.
Oh, I didn't even get to see where it launched.
Whoa, it's beautiful.
Nonsense. No, that sucks. Or is it sitting off again? Oh, that doesn't look like rabbit. Oh, I didn't hit this one. Yeah, there we go. Am I supposed to get them all the same? That was the wrong one. This is one of the most beautiful songs in this game, in my opinion. That I've heard so far, anyways. Like, it's just such a peaceful, beautiful piano melody. Every time I heard it in the live shows that I've reacted to, it always gets me. Everything's just gonna be something master. Master. It definitely looks better at night. It looks like the sun's coming up. Although that sunrise looks pretty good too. Bulletin board. See anything else just yet? I know that there was a what's this? Earlier, just outside the funeral parlor. Is this the funeral parlor? Maybe I went too close. I think I was thinking of the pharmacy probably instead of the funeral parlor. So in other words, Butler Ann, you'd like to go without the drums?
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
This sounds like a YouTuber or something like that. I don't know if this is a actual... Maybe. The voice just... It seems a little off. Yupeng Chen, whoever worked with him, yeah, the music is just... it's amazing how crazy, like, how much emotion there is to the music they make. Even now, like, it's not like they've turned away from it, but Yupeng Chen definitely had a specific ear for and, like, a mind to be able to create music that was hugely impactful. Yeah. Understood. What about paper effigies for burning? We can do mansions, chariots, boats, or sedan chairs.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
I could just definitely imagine this being like a YouTuber voice or something like that. In that case, how about an effigy of a silk gown? Something to please the family, but not too over the top. Does that sound alright?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
I don't think it's Sungwon, Pro ZD. Could be. I can't remember. I know he does a few characters in this game, or at least one, but yeah. Could be. Great. And will you be providing your own cinerary casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked out of any of his newer music just yet. I've been meaning to, but as always so much. Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, insect resistant. Now what about the mourning tent and the procession? Did the family say what style they want? We can certainly keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want the public speculating about why the Feiyun Commerce Guild couldn't seem to afford a proper funeral.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern,
Master?
but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Very well. Then my suggestion for the tent would be sloped roofs. One with a rigid spine, 2 of them curved at the top, 36 seats, no more, no less, and all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk, they should be decorated with the Feiyun symbols. It's like she's upselling them, or something like that. It's like, you'd be shamed if you didn't put out all the stops. And it's like, well, what do you think we should do? It's like, everything. Like, I'm going to get rich off of you. At the front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo railings, sufficiently grand but tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Butler Ann?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
Very fond. That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
And the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
Dang. Any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes. 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners. 4 items per set.
Alright. Okay. For the gold weaponry, a 4-piece set would be the mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 of each of those, and then we could go 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each of the flying tiger, flying carp, and flying turtle banners. Of course.
That will do nicely.
Alright, last thing. How about the hanging banner in the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do one incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room. And we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
It's just like watching like some people order food at a restaurant or something like that. Like just going so in depth over so many individual little things. It's like, just get a casket. Like, come on now, whatever. Like, did you want that embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is a large and prosperous family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of this family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Add to that, he has reached a ripe old age, lived in virtuous life, and is spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complete life. In which case, I'd recommend embroidery of bats of longevity motif and the cranes and deer of youth motif to pass on his good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent. I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Director Who? Of course, think nothing of it, huh? Ah, Miss Bywin. I thought it said Misbehavin'. That'd be crazy.
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful
Ning.
if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
100% lost with all the stuff that's needed for the funeral. Yeah, exactly. Oh, damn. Well, Loran, my sincere apologies, but I'm afraid I have another meeting to get to. I skipped a line. Wow, that was quick. Alright, I'll head over to 2 click. Okay, 2
Of
ticks.
course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, you'd have to write it down, pretty much. Like, to have all of those individual specifications, like, in your memory, that's... I don't know. That's crazy. Fairy, can I leave you to follow up on the Feiyun funeral arrangement?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Is her name or Fairy Lady, or is her... I don't know. Just called her Fairy.
The Who family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
That's crazy.
I agree.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
Yeah, that'll be 7 million Mora.
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
We overheard everything.
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
Again, she's called Fairy, but her name is Fairy Lady, or her job is Fairy Lady. It's like you get a job, you lose your name.
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Rename your traveler. Just missed her. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's
Hey.
anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. Paimon thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now.
So whiny.
I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later?
Might as well.
Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back.
Yeah, she seems pretty busy.
Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
That way you can laugh every time you hear who. Hear a who. Hear a who, there a who, everywhere a who.
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Ann?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, But that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Good spot.
Chenyu Vale.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure.
Rattan figure. Like the ones in the Mortal Kombat?
Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure.
It's voodoo? Yeah, definitely heard of who.
There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition?
Oh, damn. Someone trying to kill a king or leader.
Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Men magic in Chenyu Vale. Pentad fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
Damn, I haven't heard of any of those. Chi-Men magic, Pentad fortune conveyance.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry, look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything, and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
I would be surprised if there's someone else and they're gonna think it's Lan Yan because she's new and everything like that.
Don't worry, Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
It's a beautiful song for that, like, sprawling, like, pull-out scene there. Now we go to the restaurant. But first, I'm going to take a couple-minute break, so I will be right back. Leave you some classic video game music here. Which one this time? I'm back. Bit of Earthbound music. Can never get enough of those old school video game sounds. I mean, it's why I react to them on my channel. Or use them as background music anyways. If they gain more traction, I would definitely do more reactions to old video game stuff. Because there's so many good ones. But, anyways. Let's keep going. I wasn't even trying to find the funeral parlor there. I just kind of stumbled onto it. Hey, Jess.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor. Body and
There's
mind.
another coin. I feel like I should just change it to night. It's just a lot more fitting to be nighttime for the this event here. There we go. At least dusk.
Time to act.
It's another coin? It is. Hey, new motif obtained. I think I got these. Actually, again, I might have to hit all the same ones. I feel like I do. Thumbs up. Smash that like button. Oh, damn it. Damn you, fox. Or rabbit, or whatever you are. 2 and 2? No. The fact that they keep spinning makes me think I have to hit all the same ones or something. Alright. Let's not mess this one up this time. Okay, good. I mean, it gives you plenty of time, actually. Just don't want to hit it too early. There we go, look at that. Alright, now I understand. That's gotta be what you're supposed to do. I think that's what it said, I just forgot already. What do you have? Surely the sergeant isn't the one in charge. Well, good luck to them then. They're gonna need it. Is something the matter? Huh? It's you, Grim. Who? You scared me there. I thought the sergeant had come over. If he overheard me, I'd get dragged away for more training. Isn't it Lantern right now? Well, the bigger the festival, the busier we are. Liyue Harbor is huge, and there are so many tourists coming in from all over the world. To maintain order and ensure everyone's safety, the Millith have set up quite a few new mobile units, both in the city and in the wilderness. Do you know what a mobile unit is? Just think of it as a team of Millith soldiers who provide help wherever they go. As long as you need help, just run up to a squad and ask for assistance. They will lend a hand. Yeah, exactly. Forgetful master, that would be my tagline, if anything. Like, I'm definitely good at a number of things, but I am definitely forgetful about a number of things as well. But then there's like random lore and stuff like that that I can pull out of nowhere. Like, again, all the lore of Dark Souls, Five Nights at Freddy's, like Kingdom Hearts, that's all up there. It takes up all the space for all the new things I learn and forget immediately. But since we need to cover such a large area, our sergeant has even pulled out the reserve units that were originally on standby for training. But those reserve units are all made up of rookies who haven't had much training, so the sergeant said, why not hold a temporary training event to up their individual skill levels? I heard that. That particular sergeant is really tough. Anyone who's been trained by him can't help but shiver when hearing his name. You've undergone his training too? I suppose you could say that. His training is actually really effective, but my legs turn to jelly at the mere thought of it. Want to give it a try? During my training, I heard him mention your name a lot. He said you're not only a master of tactical deployment, hey, more master, but also excel at hand-to-hand combat. Exactly, the random lore bit stealing all my smarts. It's like every time you learn a little more interesting lore from a game or a story or something like that, it just fills it up, and then everything else is like, but is it lore though? It's all MadPat's fault. Made lore so important, you just prioritize in your brain. That lore is the most important thing. Were you in the training area? You definitely outperform all of us. I'd love to give it a try. Ah, the courage you display. You're indeed the hero of Liyue. Then please follow me. In drills by Lamplight, you must select various secret stratagems and trigger their combat effects to increase your team's combat prowess. Okay. Stratagems of engagement can permanently increase the amount of points scored in a single challenge when opponents are defeated. stratagems of variation are triggered. The points scored by the party are multiplied. Okay. After a wave is defeated, the basic score gained from the defeat, the difficulty multiplier, blah, 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 blah. Interesting. Pivotal crux. Yeah, it's just a theory. A grim theory. Thanks for watching. No. That's a shame he retired. He was always great. I mean, some of the new guys are alright too, and the theory stuff, but yeah. Matt Pat was the GOAT. When the active character defeats 2 opponents with elemental skills, the party gains 250 points for 18 seconds. Okay. No. Alright. I guess I'll just go with, like, my strongest. Oh, interesting. You can use trial characters, too. I mean, I feel like I might as well just go with my team for the most part. That's generally how I have it, I think. Or no. No, it's Singcho, and then, yeah. I think that's my order, normally. Defeats 2 opponents with elemental skills. I could probably do that. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, I think. Let's try it out. No secret stratagems. Okay. So pretty much just get them hit with elemental reactions and kill them. Do enemy types though.
Rain outlines your fate.
I don't know what this creature does.
Boom boom! Keep back! Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword!
I know that was a kind of a waste of Razor's ult, but he gets it so frequently. Are they all gonna be big guys?
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel! Absorption test! Yeah, animal hypostasis emulation!
Oh, I see. It's easier to use the trial characters.
Boom boom! Animal test 6301.
Rain cutter!
I don't know what this ability is. Yeah, that's true. You'd have to learn all their abilities and stuff.
Visible evidence! Stand clear!
No, my sword! Body and nothing.
You have to break the shield on this one. Seems like that's the case. I definitely have fought some like things with this kind of black aura before. In the chasm.
Motion to compel!
Yeah, we Souls gamers, pain is all we know. Exactly, JSO. Nothing is easy. You make things hard every time. That was definitely not ideal, though. I mean, I could definitely give it a shot with the, some of the other characters. Like the trial characters. They're both Dendro. Who would go best with Dendro here? Oh, yeah, I thought I was gonna replace him. Oh, I see. Like, I have an idea of how Kinich plays, because I did do his trial, but that was also months ago at this point. I don't think I've ever played as her before. Sure. Let's give it a try. See if I can just figure it out by playing. Let's see. I'll try it one more time at least. Emily. Yeah, I don't know Emily. Interesting. Alright, let's try it.
This'll brighten up the
Did not
place.
mean to press that. You have to set the other buffs on the side too, or you won't earn enough. Okay. Interesting.
I got him cornered.
Damn. Yeah, that was significantly faster just to... I mean, he's also level 80 compared to mine, so... Damn.
Animal test 6308. Enhanced animal module 75 and boom! Replicable flame.
Damn.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
My mistake.
Incinerate! Extract! Boom boom!
Damn. Killing him too fast.
Locked up.
I got 2 of them with skills at least.
Claim these souls.
Stand clear! The glory to which none can compare! Motion to compel! When I'm in a bad mood. Measly insect!
There goes my multiplier.
Russian floral! Neutralize! Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! Swirl, Mark 2! Motion to compel!
New record, but still nowhere close. So there are only like a handful of opponents per thing. Oh yeah, and then you have to set the multipliers for different difficulties and stuff. Yeah, again, this is definitely not my kind of thing at this point, but still cool to see. They have different types of abilities, or different types of events, I should say. But yeah, combat ones aren't typically my cup of tea. Depending on what it is. Again, if I'm like end game and I have all the skills and everything like that, it's not as big of a deal. But the fact that I'm still fairly early on, comparatively, I'm not trying to grind out those ones.
Time to act.
Leave those types of things for you, hench.
Join the Adventurers Guild.
Just take a look around. So I know that there's the like things hidden all over. I could check the map too to be like exactly where they are, or the general area, but hey, look at this one. Coin. What else we got? A chest. Not new, but I haven't really explored a lot of leeway before this, so I'm sure there's things I'll find that I just didn't find the first time. First few times. Let's see what we got here. Any other events and stuff? I know this is where I started because I talked to this kid.
Time to act.
Hey, look, another one. Oh, I actually got that one before. I haven't found any more of those,
Time to act.
like, viewing platforms. Surprised. I think there was one, like, directly back from the middle of the environment. Yeah, a lot of reaction mechanics to get your head around. For sure. I mean, I've gotten used to, for the most part, running my characters that I'm currently using, but there's so many characters in this game, and each one has different movesets and different mechanics and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot to learn, get used to. But that's half the fun of the game, is just like trying out new stuff, experimenting, finding what works for you,
Body and mind.
whatever you have fun with the most. I almost wish they had a method of like having a like trying out a character in what am I doing? Wrong button again. I was trying to go here. But it would be cool if they had a mechanic where you could like take a character that you haven't built at all yet and play around with them at like max level. Like a trial kind of thing, right? Like you'd be like, which character do I want to build next? Like jump in and be like, okay, I'm going to try Sethos at max level and see how he plays. Or try Shikanuin, Haizo, and stuff like just try them out and see, like, it's like, if this is a build type I enjoy, then maybe I'll build them. But you kind of have to build them to figure out if you like them or not, in a way. I mean, they have the same mechanics, of course, but some of the constellation abilities and stuff they'll get eventually, if you build them and stuff, will be different. Spend too much time exploring. No such thing. That's like the backbone of these types of games, is just exploration. Oh, another one of these. But I also like to progress the main story too, that's why I don't spend as much time exploring. At least on stream anyways. Although I haven't really been playing much off stream either lately. But it's all Doctor Who and Mario's fault. Watching Doctor Who, playing Mario Odyssey. As well as other games, but
Prose wells up inside of me.
that's a great song too. Hey. There's another coin. Yeah, got coin.
Body and mind.
Forgot how big Liyue is. I mean, all the environments are so big, but as of yesterday, I'm now on season 5 of Doctor Who, so that's like Matt Smith, the end of David Tennant, start of Matt Smith, which is a good section to be in. I mean, Tennant and Matt Smith are two of the best. They're all good. I've only ever watched up to the beginning of the female Doctor. I forget her name, the actress's name. But I mean to catch up at some point. I'm also watching Torchwood along the way too, because Torchwood's really, really good.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor. Time to act.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with Tennant and Matt Smith. David Tennant's one of my favorite actors in general. Like, he was great in Good Omens as well, and like any other shows he's been on, movies and stuff. Like, he's always great. Matt Smith as well. He was in House of the Dragon, I think.
Body and mind.
I haven't watched season 2 of that yet, too, but yeah. Alright. Continue on with the story.
Some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad?
Dun dun dun.
Over here, Xiangling.
Okay. Oh yeah, Christopher Eccleston was also fantastic. It's a shame he only went for one season, but whatever. I mean, it's on one hand, it's like it would have been nice to have more of Christopher Eccleston, but at the same time, David Tennant is so iconic as the Doctor, and it's possible that if Eccleston had gone longer, then David Tennant might not have showed up when he did. And then when David Tennant finished, it was like, I'm just like everyone. It was like, who can possibly take it up after David Tennant? And then Matt Smith just hit it out of the park with how good he did it. So it was really cool. Even what's his name? The one who did it after Matt Smith. I literally was just talking about him earlier. The older guy. Yeah. Anyways, he did a fantastic job too. Been able to reach the highest and deepest points of this world. Some places in the game try to leap off blindly and glide down didn't work. Yeah, there is fall damage.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Yingar's place. Let's go say hi.
Oh, Yinger. Yinger. Peter Capaldi. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he was in, actually...
Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
Because I've been rewatching Doctor Who, like, with the foreknowledge I have now, and, like, also the old Doctor Who, but anyways. Peter Capaldi was in Doctor Who and Torchwood. Like in Torchwood and Children of Earth, if anyone's seen Torchwood, it's such a good freaking series. It's like dark Doctor Who. But in Children of Earth, he was like one of the main characters, Peter Capaldi. And then in Doctor Who, he was in like the episode with in Pompeii. He was like one of the older guys in Pompeii, like the dad of the family that the Doctor was. Anyways, yeah, but he did well in both of those. I wonder if that's why he got the job as the Doctor, because he just did a really good job as both of those. But yeah, crazy series. I love those shows. It's been many years since I've watched them now.
That scent.
But you never get old. They never get old.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out.
Yeah, I mentioned this on my Discord server, but it's all because of Indiana Jones. Because when I was sick last month with COVID, I was playing the new Indiana Jones game, and I got hooked to it. I was just like, it was a really good game, so I rewatched the movies. And then afterwards, I learned about a show that was made on Indiana Jones called Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. And it's actually really freaking good. Like, it was made in like 1992 with like really big budget because Steven Spielberg was attached. But it's just like a really solid adventure show, like historical adventure show where they like meet up with like historical figures while going on adventures and stuff like that. But after watching that, I wanted something more in the same vein. And Doctor Who is really the only other kind of adventure history show around, with sci-fi, of course, and stuff. But yeah, kind of just led from Indiana Jones to Doctor Who, and now I started from the beginning because I've never done that before. And yeah, it's been a blast. I always love this stuff. Just like have it on the background while I'm doing all kinds of other things, like editing or playing other games or whatever.
I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
That makes sense.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
Also, I'm not sure if it's the same as when you guys are, but for me, Doctor Who is currently on Amazon Prime, and it's like, there's just like the first 10 seasons of Doctor Who on Prime for Canadians anyway, so I don't know if it's the same everywhere or in other places in the world because of rights and stuff like that, but that's the other reason I'm watching it.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
It's funny, I never really cared all that much about Indiana Jones. I'd watch the movies because they're just kind of generic action adventure movies and stuff like that, and they're solid enough, but I've never been a huge fan of them. But then I played the new game that came out, and it was really good, and playing that made me get back into the movies. And then honestly, watching Young Indiana Jones Chronicles got me into Indiana Jones significantly more than anything else ever has, because it's just like there's like 22 hour-and-a-half long episodes, each one are like an hour and a half, and they're just really good. Like really well made, really well directed. They're almost like Doctor Who stories, but like without the fantasy. Like just going on adventures with like, here's Picasso and here's like I don't know, hunting lions with Roosevelt or something like that. Like it's just interesting stories, and it was really well made for the time. Like, and it just got me into it. And also, Young Indiana Jones Chronicles stars Sean Patrick Flannery. He was one of the brothers in Boondock Saints, if anyone's ever seen the Boondock Saints movie. But fantastic movie and fantastic actor, and he did a really good job as a young Indiana Jones. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling about that because it's just what I've been doing for the last like month and a half is like Doctor Who and Indiana Jones. So yeah, don't mention it. Just go get him to see the doctor.
If you're sure, I'm very grateful for the help.
Max says everything up to the end of 10 and second run. I believe the newest is only on Disney Plus. That's a shame. Yeah, I think it's because on Prime right now, like they did a deal with like BBC or something like that, at least in Canada. And Canada and the UK always have had a good relationship, so that could be why it's on Prime for me. I don't know, because I know some BBC stuff is on there now, but yeah, there's a lot of great BBC shows out there.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
For once, Yinger is not being, like, thirsty as hell.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chen Yu Vale. You can trust her.
You can trust me.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lanyen. That would be a huge help.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Yeah, I agree. It kind of sucks what happened with actual cannibal for Shia LaBeouf. He was great. Like, I mean, he also kind of went off the deep end, but he's also great. Like, I don't know. I think people just had too much of him. And the other thing was, honestly, I don't think it was as much him. It was the aliens thing, right? Because people, for some reason, they're like, yeah, you can have fantasy in your historical action shows or action movies, but the moment you take aliens into it, it's like, oh, that's too far. Like, what? I don't know. It's kind of silly, but whatever. I got season 5 to 10 of series 5. Ooh. I mean, that's something, but you do have Doctor House, though. I mean, House is a fantastic show too. I love that show. I don't really watch many. I haven't watched any other medical dramas other than House, but House is incredible.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
He got divided. Meanwhile, you bring Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy, where Baiju takes him to the back room for examination. You are surprised to see 2 other familiar faces there. Grim, Paimon, it's been a long time. I don't know. See, I think Shia LaBeouf isn't like, he definitely had some bad moments, but he's not nearly as off the wall as most people think he is. Like, a lot of those videos that people memed about, like, him being like, you have to do it, like, blah, 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 like, really, like, hyped up. He was doing that for a skit, like, because he's been working with, like, smaller, like, production companies and, like, teaching, like, students how to, like, be a performers and stuff for years. And part of that is where he did, like, the crazy over-the-top, like, stuff a lot of the time. Although, of course, he did also, like, get into a fight and, like, was drunk on the streets. Like, he's definitely had some problems, don't get me wrong. I mean, what child actor hasn't? But they definitely hyped up how out of control Shia LaBeouf was, looking at some of the kind of ridiculous acting kind of performances he's done in that type of thing. Oh yeah, no pawn. Scrubs actually is the one other medical show that I've watched. Scrubs is fantastic too. Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite, Sing Cho and Chung Yoon. Yeah, I've never met Chung Yoon before. Young Thaumaturge. He assaulted one of his fans, allies during his own lame process. Damn. I mean, I haven't kept up with him or anything. Like, I just do know that some of the absurdity of Shia LaBeouf is definitely amped up, amplified by the internet. But there's definitely other things. Like, he definitely has problems. Like I said, he's still, like, child actors rarely get out without having some kind of issues. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess. Thank you. Here's hoping it will be.
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Sing Cho. It's alright. These are dear friends. The truth mustn't be hidden from them. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago now, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed, and now he slipped into a coma.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. We've had several doctors come and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong, and all left without even writing a prescription.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Odd indeed. Well, he is over 100 years old now. It's just, we're struggling to come to terms with it. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. Exorcist, you say? So I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room there was definitely a chill in the air, but I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Then what was it? Well, it's just a theory. A game theory. But I think that... Watching stuff on Shia's protest. Oh yeah. Internet historians always great. They make great videos. It's fine. You could stay. Or you could say. It's fetter of death. A sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it, but we're as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my brother's already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are home fasting and praying. And praying and fasting and fasting and praying.
Feeling any better?
Much better. I feel fit as a fiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the...
What do you say? Fit as a twiddle. Okay. As fit as a fiddle, yeah.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
Yeah, it's like, there's a lot of things on the internet and like just stories of random things that I normally wouldn't care about at all, but then there's a few like creators, like internet historian, where it's just like, I just feel like going down a rabbit hole of something that I know nothing about. And then you just spend an hour watching like a bunch of videos or a couple videos or something like that. There's a few channels like that that are just great for diving into some random ass like rabbit hole or something like that.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
To be fair, a lot of the rabbit holes I go down are video game related in some way or another. Like speedrun stuff by like what's his name again? Salt? No. Summoning Salt. Yeah. Summoning Salt does fantastic like speedrun documentaries that are just like breakdowns of like the path of a speedrunning that's taken in a certain game over the last 20 years or something. It's always super interesting. Don't mention it.
Eeyore, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Ah, Master Xingqiu.
Dr. Baiju.
I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
Really? What do you mean? Baiju wasn't speaking on the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange, and strikingly similar to his lordship's condition. Wait, so Timaeus has the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
Oh, damn. Got that reverse Benjamin Button.
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baiju, but I have never witnessed such a malady, unless of course it was so long ago that I have since forgotten. Timaeus is in the prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous, but his lordship is so advanced in years already. Baiju and Chang Chang, the goats. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen them. It's terrible. So something is surreptitiously cutting off their lives?
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase! That sounds horrible!
Baiju even tried using the secret art of Timaeus, the secret art on Timaeus earlier. I'm going to use the secret art of Timaeus. But it was useless. This is the most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky.
Yeah, good old Chi-Chi. Historian's good. There's another guy. He's a bit too edgy. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, some niches definitely just kick off. But, I mean, people do like edgy content too, so you never know.
Oh, and speaking of Chingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
Only on my team. To Chingsa Village, you mean? Yes, we visit there every year during Lantern Rite to run a clinic. But this year, before the clinic had even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa Village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visited some friends in Chingsa village not long ago. My father went with him. Ah, just as we expected. What is it? I heard rumors about a god's remains in Chingsa. Is that what's causing this? God's remains? Which one? Well, firstly, I read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Chingsa mountain range called the Hidden Palace of Zhu Formula. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates method, with which it suppressed countless evil spirits, the most revered of them being a god known as Tu Dao.
Wait,
Hey.
so Tao Du's remains?
Tao Du, yeah.
That's what's causing this mystery illness?
It all comes back to Tao Du. And, interesting how people's lives being pulled away by this deity that's supposed to have, the border of life and death and stuff. It's fascinating. Fascinating story. It's not just, the normal, fluff kind of story you would get for an event like this in other games.
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I...
Oh, whoops. I do suspect a connection with Chingsa village. I highly doubt that god remains are the cause. That's right, the slightest trace of god remains in Baizhu and I would surely have sensed them. Why?
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Chingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
No problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Heck yeah. Thank you for everything, Dr. Baizhu.
Merely doing my duty.
Well, you take care of yourself too, Baizhu.
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Grim, Paimon, it was good to see you, but now I must return home and relay Dr. Baiju's words to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take another look at his lordship's room. Very well. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. And don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. In all honesty, I've never been as close with my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
I mean, he could be telling the truth. Paimon's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since we last met. I don't think we actually have met at all, but whatever.
Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
I mean, she's not bad. Definitely asks the right questions at the right times a lot of the time. You know, recently, the phrase that Ho Tao always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exceptionally busy these days, so I've barely seen her at all. So how about we all go for a meal together in a few days' time, whenever he's calmed down? Sounds great. I'm free whenever. Then decided. See you in a few days. Later, Xingqiu, other than the fact you're on my team already.
Ruled out God remains as the cause. Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Du business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Lan Yan seems quite knowledgeable about it, too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us, too.
Yeah. Alright, where to now? Return to the scent of spring. Oh, I hadn't got that yet. Interesting. I just assumed I had. Anything down here? Anything? There's gotta be some stuff near the entrance to the village. Or the town, I guess. City. What do we got?
Time to act.
Let's try and take a look around as I'm here. Ooh. Interesting, so it's time in-game time for the the things.
Body and mind. Body and mind.
Like NPC based. Why am I blanking on the name of these things? It just showed it on screen. Like postcards or whatever. Oh yeah, that's Tetris. I think I did these already, didn't I?
Body and mind.
Yeah, I must have. I realized the last time I hit one of these that it triggered like the counter. So it was like you've done one of three or whatever, right? So I know I'm actually doing them just by hitting one. You don't have to match them all. It just makes a bigger explosion.
Body and mind.
Let me just double check where. Well, I need to do this stuff first too. Is there anything I can claim here? A couple things. Nice. Current stage score is 100 of 8 out of 800. Interesting. Hey. Interesting. Yeah, gift envelopes, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, and here's the rewards for the fighting. I mean, only being able to get 30 Prima Gems isn't that crazy. I mean, the money wouldn't be bad, but yeah. Definitely to try and find these things. Got that. Got that. Can do another gift envelope. And there's these two. Interesting. Festival Fever. Oh, I see. You may invite one character in your party once Festival Fever feature reaches 1200. You can claim your outfit once Festive Fever reaches 1500. And accumulate Festive Fever to get the rewards. Okay. So there's plenty of reason to build this up. I mean, of the Lantern Rite characters, or the Liyue characters. Like, I mean, I could get Lanfei or Yanfei up, I guess. But Ning as well. After Zhongling, Xingqiu. But never really tried, like, Yao Yao, Lan Yan. Like, there's I did try a bit of Gaming, but anyways. There's a lot. I'll have to think about it. Think about who I want to go for, if any. That's what these. Nice. Oh, hold on, man. That looks like an actual character.
This should be enough.
Eula, this gift envelope is for you. No, it's not. I don't think I've got this coin yet. I might have. Maybe I've got most of them. I don't know.
Time to act.
Eula jump scare? Yeah. Showed up out of nowhere trying to take my postcards. Freaky. Freaky?
Should I save this money or invest it?
Spend it all. what's this? Granny Shan? I mean, I remember Granny Shan, I think, but... she just sells toys, yeah. Yeah, when a delivery man shows up, it's only next door. Like, hey, would you sign for this? Or like, hey, I've got a package for you. It's like, no, I don't. You walk away. I have something for you. Wait, no, I don't. It's actually quite rude, but... I also don't know if I only have one. Like, I don't want to give the one I'm supposed to give to someone else to her, and then get in trouble. So, hey, where's that postcard? I've explored a decent chunk of the town, at least now. Maybe I'll do another one of those, things. things. Lanyan's good for 4-star. That's cool. Where were those? Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Drills. It's definitely down here somewhere. No, whatever.
Body and mind.
Checking for the postcard one.
Time to act.
Could have sworn it was like right around here somewhere.
Body and mind. Time to act.
At least you get to run around and listen to the fantastic Liyue soundtrack the whole time. Hi.
Body and mind.
Always great music. What's this? Rex Incognito 2.
Excellent. Time to act.
Alright, well, I think that'll do it for this stream. I know it's a shorter one, and I apologize, but I've got a really busy weekend this weekend, and today was also a busy day. It's just, again, work-life balance. But I'll be back for more on Tuesday, and we can continue the Lantern Rite quests and stuff like that in the progress. Because there's still a lot more for me to do here. But, yeah. Unfortunately, this will have to do it for today. But, again, really cool. So many of these things that they've added to the game are just awesome. To try out some more Immortal Kombat and stuff. So there's a lot. It's really cool. But I hope you all have a great time with Lantern Rite 2 and get all the things you want from it, because there's a lot. At least we'll get Prima Gems just from playing as well, so that's always a plus. And again, make sure to get your stuff from the what's it called? The free ones that came with the announcements recently. Yeah, I hope you all have a great night, great rest of your weekend. Let me just throw something on here. Sure, home sweet home. Just a little bit of outro music. But till next time, everyone. Later days. Bye-bye.